Hello. For the vast majority, it was a mild weekend. Temperatures actually in a little sunshine getting into the mid-teens, but you can take 10 degrees off that by next weekend because the Arctic air is set to return. At the moment, swathed in the mild air, but that cold air will gradually push its way southwards. But that transition to the cold air brings with it some forecasting issues. We could well have some disruptive snow, and it's where that's going to fall that's causing the headache. So please stay tuned to the forecasts. For the meantime, though, through the weekend, you can see this was on Sunday, the satellite picture streaming back over the Atlantic, lots of rain. And that rainfall just keeps coming during Monday and into Tuesday as well. 50, 60 millimetres at low levels, perhaps 150 on the highest tops, which means a real risk of flooding. The river levels will be rising all the time. There'll be some mountain snow as well because the cold air is still established across the Northern Isles. Some wintry weather here. Further south, much milder. In fact, windy, breezy, mild, misty and murky in the hills and coasts exposed to that strong and gusty southwesterly wind. Once again, a strong wind blowing. Perhaps a better chance of a few breaks in the cloud. And it's again mild, as you can see, for the most part, except the far north. And indeed, temperatures well above the average. But then through Monday night into Tuesday, it could be that that cold air starts to travel further southwards. So some wintry showers for Scotland, rain heading its way into southern Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England. So again, through the rain band into the south, mostly mild. But perhaps a risk of some frost and ice to start across Scotland on Tuesday morning, and some sunshine returning, but with some snow showers progressively falling to lower levels. Whilst further south, it's the rain, the mild and blustery weather to the south. And as that rain starts to clear, we might well see a little bit of snow just on the tops of the Mourne and Antrim hills and across the Pennines as well. And perhaps even a little bit lower as we go through the night, Tuesday and into Wednesday morning, when there will be a more widespread frost, that cold air more established by that stage. So Wednesday dawns, we think, on a cold note for most parts, except the south, because we've got that mild air still around, that rain just around through the Channel Islands southern areas. But for most, it's a bright day. There'll be some wintry showers around, mostly over the hills, but lower levels in the far north of Scotland because the cold air has established itself. Temperatures closer to the daytime average, except in the south. But this is where the headache starts, really. How far south will that mild air linger, indeed, or how far north will these developing lows come? So Wednesday night certainly looks like a widely cold night, as you can see, for central and northern areas, but that mild air starting to push back in. Now, earlier on, this low pressure was taken much further north by the models, so the risk of disruptive snow was much further north, but they've been toing and froing these computer models, and that's the biggest problem, I think, as we get towards the end of the week, midweek onwards and into next weekend. I think as we get into next weekend, we've got the cold air getting established, but between now and then, there's a potential for more wet and windy weather pushing northwards, comes into that cold air to give us some snow. And it's where we see that snowfall. I think wherever it falls, it's likely to be disruptive, but we are keeping a close eye on the forecast. Following on from that, it looks set to get colder. And as ever, you can keep up to date online, and that's where the weather warnings are as well.